I'm not sure if you guys saw this one. Man arrested for threatening to shoot up Atlanta airport. This is wild.
This morning, crisis averted at the world's busiest airport. The family of Billy Joe Cagle called police to report he was armed, live streaming on social media, and headed to the Atlanta airport. Surveillance video shows Cagle walking around a crowded terminal where he is confronted by officers. Police say he was not armed when they found him, but they did find an AR-15 with 20.
So basically, the report is he was scoping it out. Um, the way he parked his truck, he came inside to look around. I think he was looking to see if there's any law enforcement officers inside, how many people. How the police was alerted was by his family members that said that I guess he was live on, I don't know, social media stating that he was going to shoot up the airport. Thank God the police were notified and they were able to confront him and stop a possible mass shooting. And he also had a AR rifle inside of his pickup truck. So you can say that he was going to carry it out. If not, you don't bring a rifle, a AR, to the airport.
7 rounds of ammunition inside his truck, which was parked just outside. CNN's Isabel Rosales has details.
This started at 9:29 in the morning, where Billy Cagle, he's on video arriving there at the South Terminal. 2 minutes later, he leaves his car outside and then goes inside of the airport. The police chief here in Atlanta saying that he was very interested in the TSA check-in area that was heavily crowded with travelers. Now, by 9:40 a.m., this is when Cartersville Police Department, an hour north of Atlanta, alerts APD that there's a potential threat because they were hearing from the family of the suspect that he was on social media streaming, that he was armed, that he was headed to the airport to, quote, shoot it up. Cartersville police saying that he had, quote, intention to inflict harm to as many people as he could.
You know, right away they should have took him down, tackle him. You know, they were pretty nice with him, but they got the job done. But he should not see the day of light. They should throw him under the jail. He should be done.
Now, by 9:54, he was arrested there on the ground, not armed. This would have been 15 minutes since that first call came in to APD.
All right, with us now, CNN senior national security analyst Julia Kayyem. Julia, good to see you this morning. What went right here?
The family went right. We are consistently urging family members, community members, to notify police when they have suspicions, when they see, in this case, this sort of performative live streaming of potential violence. Too often, family members either think they can handle it themselves or sort of deny it in their own minds. And so the family basically stopped what looked like, from all details, was going to be an attempted mass shooting at the country's largest airport.
Yeah, it's impossible to know what would have happened had the family not called. But can you decipher anything about how deep he actually got into the airport, where he's walking around live streaming with his phone there? What maybe red flags that should have raised independent of the family calling?
Yes. Well, I mean, the first is, of course, the way he parked his car outside of what's presumably the departure area. It's angled. It's a trap.
And who parks their car like that? You can't even stay outside for a few minutes at any airport without them moving you along. He parked in a way as if he didn't really care anymore. He was going to do something.
In terms of, could it be carrying explosives? Airports really do generally have a way to.
Look at that. Maybe there's something in the food, or I don't know. Something's going on.
to identify those and then to move them, because I'm not even thinking about the gun in the car. The second is he's looking at soft areas at an airport, and there's always going to be soft, more exposed areas of an airport.
I'm shocked there weren't more like police presence. They only had two. I was expecting at least 4 or 5. Maybe they're just showing the initial interaction when they interacted with him, when they met him. But I would expect it to be at least 4, 5, 6.
Airport as you go to the hardened part, which is of course the TSA line. That area is going to be the most congested because people are going from free flow to secure flow, and there's always going to be a buildup, and that's always been a worry. You saw police are constantly there, but it wouldn't have taken much for him to go in, check it out, see where he maybe wanted to do something, get the gun, which is probably a 1-minute walk away. And so, I think Atlanta Airport Police are going to have to assess, in particular, that sort of 10-minute lag when the car's there and he's in the airport.
Yeah, look.
And they almost let him walk away. Even if it's not him, I say put him in handcuffs, detain him. Hey, if it's not you, then we'll let you go. Let's not take any chances. If you get a report of a possible suspect person that may want to shoot up the airport, gotta put them in cuffs right away.
I don't know exactly where it was situated at the Atlanta airport, which I've been in quite frequently, but generally speaking, you can't park a car like that, anywhere near the drop-offs or pickups and then walk away. And at a lot of airports you're at, they'll stop you the minute you try something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you see, was he casing, the airport?
Yeah, he was casing. He was casing.
Doing this performative thing because he was in stress and wanted people to know.
Stress.
At this stage, I don't want to guess.
Everybody's in stress. What are we defending? Well, who cares if he was in stress? Look the way he parked. He brought a gun, not a regular gun, an AR style, to the airport.
Anymore. We have too many mass shootings, too many exposed areas. And so, the family did right, but this is going to be a prosecution with the intent of that he wanted a mass shooting.
Well, good for that family there. Julia Kayyem, nice to see you this morning. Thank you.